Okay, we are freshened up. We are here. We are ready for the start. Hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to set everything out because we're here. We are here for 3 games today, which I'm very excited for. It's fully back into the swing of things for the NRL season, as we've got the New Zealand Warriors kicking off today, taking on the West Tigers in pretty much, I'd probably say, the only game where it's like going to be pretty competitive. Because the other 2 games after this, it's basically one team has put up their entire first grade side, and the other team's put up their reserve side, which is, completely understandable, whatnot. Do just want to give a very big shout out and thank you. For some reason it's not popping up in this tab to pop up to Barry Herbert for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you very much, Barry. I hope you enjoy your stay. Trying to think of what the perks at the top of my head. Name at the end of the videos. I'm planning on doing. There is a members only, going to be a members only tipping competition. So it's gonna be, and eventually hopefully there'll be other ones by the end of the before the start of the season. So yeah, both teams done a lot of recruitment, but obviously both teams had very different types of seasons last year. The Tigers getting a second wooden spoon, but things are changing, and the Warriors making it all the way to the preliminary final last year, and have thrown down the gauntlet with signings of, we're going for the title this year. But obviously the big talk around West Tigers, Benji Marshall coming in, the whole of the West Tigers board being sacked. So it's pretty much the literal definition of a fresh start for the West Tigers. Is this just commentary, or can we watch as well? This is just commentary, unfortunately, James. If you're looking for somewhere to watch, I believe Twitch would probably be your best bet. I believe so. So yeah, I just want to say, this is just, you're looking at this, unfortunately. This. But yeah, it's, I think a couple of people do it on Twitch. It's weird because now everyone's like because Twitch was like the main place where you could do this and show your stream, but now it's kind of like diversified. It's now like Rumble also exists, Kick as well. It's gone a bit bonkers with the streaming sort of thing. So if I could, I would, but the Landys would just shoot me. Allegedly. We gotta protect ourselves legally here. So going through quickly, as we've seen over the last couple of days, because I didn't do any of the streams for Saturday's games, this is currently how the preseason challenge ladder looks like. Currently looking, it's weird. It's like you got 15, 14, 13 points and then 1. It's a bit mental, but obviously you've got the teams that have won. You got the Knights and the Raiders who got wins and achieved all 3 bonus points, which, for those who do not know, it's 5+ tries, 10+ offloads, 5+ line breaks. So the Knights were able to get the win over the Sharks and get all the points. Raiders beat Parramatta. Roosters beat Manly. They should have, because they started their full team. The Bulldogs beat the Melbourne Storm, and the South Sydney Rabbitohs beat the Dragons in the Charity Shield match. Out of all the teams that did play, Parramatta being the only ones to end up getting bonus points for that. So yeah, it is very I don't know about this whole, admittedly, about this preseason challenge thing, because it's like, do we really need to make the preseason competitive? Like, I know it's 100k. It's not like it has any bearing on the season, but it's like there's a risk to competitiveness with injuries and all that, like we just saw yesterday with Dominic Young, which pretty scary. I understand it's precautionary that he was taken in a neck brace, but gladly he seems to be all right. So, which is it's very good signs. I mean, he was able to get up and everything, which is what you sort of want with like with your neck. But yeah, so yeah, pretty much it's just one of those big things of I mean, I think it was Tofo Sipley, I believe, was the player who was in the challenge with, and apparently he's rumored to be getting 3 to 4 weeks suspended. And it's like, I'm fine with that being like sort of the punishment, but the NRL, as long as it's consistent, that's the thing I want, is consistency within the rules of how like they get graded and stuff like that. Because to be fair, the NRL do actually, despite themselves, do actually do a fairly good job compared to other sports like, you know, football, where it's like you can kick a player in the head and it can either be a 6-game suspension or nothing. It is weird, but yeah, also might as well just plug this. We do have a fantasy league, so if you want to see if you're better than me, which is not really that hard, but you can put it on your fridge somewhere. This is the code here. I'll probably put a link in the chat anyways. For yeah, we've got a couple of people. We've got about 6 at the moment, which is it's belting to see. It's fantastic, because I want to actually like be consistent with it this year. Like actually pay attention to it and not just give up after 2 weeks, because I realise that 90% of the people that do fantasy don't leave the house. But yeah, it's definitely it's a bit of fun. I'm just trying to think. So it's in Christchurch, this game, and yeah, we'll go through the team list, but I'm just going to pick out a couple of players that I'm interested to see how they go in this game. I mean, looking into the Warriors, there's pretty much one name we need to talk about. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, back for the Warriors. Obviously coming back from Union. And it's going to be interesting to see, because he's obviously playing in the centre, because yeah, you can't really take out Dallin Watene-Zelezniak there. So he will be playing today alongside Marcelo Montoya on the right-hand side. Just trying to think of any other players that kind of speak to me in terms of the New Zealand Warriors. They've gone pretty like stacked in like the prop hooker prop role. So it's got like, you know, Bunty Afoa, Freddie Lussick, and Tom Hale. You've got Jackson Ford, who I'm excited to see how he goes. Luke Metcalf at halfback, you know. It's what you want. But the Tigers look interesting. You obviously got Jareem Buller, who was very much up there in Rookie of the Year standings last year, but was beaten out by God, I'm blanking. It's the bloke who played for Penrith. I don't know. I was a bit weird when Cam Pereira wasn't involved in it. But also for the West Tigers, you got Aiden Cesar, the fullback, who has been in England for the last couple of years and ended up playing who was with the Leeds Rhinos. Now cracking it into the NRL. Be great to see how he goes. And yeah, the Tigers, kind of similarly to the Warriors, have gone with a very sort of stacked forward pack. Because you got Stefano Otokamanu, Abasai Coruscant, David Clemmer, Isaiah Papali'i. Like, that's just the starting forward pack for the West Tigers. Nope, need to turn the vibration off because the phone almost had a stroke then. But trying to think of any players from the Tigers on the bench. Afternoon, Bosky. Yeah. I tried to join the fantasy league, but it's telling me to put in a 6-digit code, and yours has letters and it's 8. Okay, let me just yeah, I'll have a look at this just quickly, and yeah, that is, unless I'm finding out that the code is sort of different, unless it's one where it's like it's like I don't think you register your phone number with them. I highly doubt it that you do. Preston NFL. God damn it. You can't see it on the screen, but I've accidentally typed NFL fantasy instead of NRL. I'm just an absolute genius when it comes to... So yeah, I'm just going to see like how that works. Benji Marshall, first game as coach, obviously. You know, New Zealand legend from New Zealand. I was trying to think of where it's Whakatane, isn't it? Where he's from, which was the whole like thing with Bo Ryan on like the footy show back in the day. That was almost like a decade ago at that point, man. All right, fantasy leagues. I'm just gonna have a look for the invite and seeing if like because maybe the code might have changed. I'll just have a quick check. Invites, league pin, copied. Okay, we got the link. So I'll just go into the stream here. Into the chat. It should just be the link which should just take you to joining the league. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I just had to deal with that. So we've got the fantasy there. It's now just pinned. So I think if you click on that, it should just automatically put you into the league. So yeah. I think we should have everything sorted with that. So currently looking at the poll, 10 votes have come in. 70% gone in favour of the Warriors to take the win. Yep, I think that's I think it makes makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, with like in terms of the players named, it's I'm hoping for it to be like a somewhat close, like a close match, because the other two games I don't really have that much confidence in being close, because like I'll just go through them. Like basically, the Dolphins and Brisbane have just named like their full squad essentially. So like we'll pick the Dolphins for example. Like, so the Dolphins like starting 13 in the game at like 6 p.m. later tonight against the Titans. So you've got like a couple of players like Trey Fuller at fullback, Jack Bosock and Tessie Niu, who are like fair enough. Yeah, they're players like near the fringe. And then you've got Herbie Farnworth, Jermaine Asako, Isaiah Katoa, Sean O'Sullivan, Thomas Flegler, Jeremy Marshall-King, Mark Nichols, Ewan Aitken, Felice Kafusi and Tom Gilbert. Which is essentially like that's like the starting team. And the Titans have pretty much named, I think Ken Marmelo, I believe, is the only player who is in the Titans starting 13 who is probably gonna maybe break into the team this year from the start. You've got some players on the bench like Isaac Fasil Malawi, Harley Smith Shields, and Joe Simpson, Cleese Haas probably. And it also should be noted that you can have a maximum of 28 players on your squad list for these matches for the first week, and Dolphins have named 26 and the Titans have named 23. Okay, the NRL are now interestingly are promoting UFC 298, which is about to start, like ongoing, as it's an interesting one. But yeah, so people in this house not considerate. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how, you know, both teams do go this week. Because pretty much now you've got like for either team, if they want to, like, you know, desperately win this challenge, is pretty much they need to get, you know, max points. You need to get the bonus points and the win. So I'm excited to see. I'm just gonna change the screen on this so we can actually go through the team lists for the Warriors and the Tigers for all 20. Then the Warriors have got 26 players named, and the Tigers have got the full 28, which I think they're like one of the only ones to have the full one. And of course, being typical Newcastle weather, it is humid as all buggery. So if we go and switch like that, there we go. So we can go through the team list. Actually, I should kind of put myself in the middle so it's not like we're blocking on who the players are. So we'll start off with where we are. As you got seen here, so actually we'll move it up a little bit to get to like the starting. Does it show the 5, or I might need to zoom out a little bit? Ah, damn it. Okay. Just zoom it out a tiny bit. That could work. We'll just have a quick check. I do apologize. Yep, that works. Sweet. So looking into the backs for both teams. So the Warriors, you've got Tani Tuapiki, Setu 2, and Marcel Montoya on the wings. And you've got Roger Tuivasa-Sheck in the centre alongside Marcelo Montoya. And you've got Ali Leitao on the left centre alongside Setu 2. Now for the West Tigers, they've got Dream Buller starting at fullback, Charlie Staines and Junior Tupou on the wings, with Solomona Fa'ataapi on the left centre with Declan Casey on the right. So, you know, you've got a bit of experience in there. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Marcel Montoya. For the Warriors, that's probably going to be a very deadly right edge. So now we're just going to move into the playmakers, and you've got Chanel Harris-Tavita and Luke Metcalf as the pairing for the Warriors, and Jaden Sullivan and Aiden Cesar for the West Tigers. Going into the forward pack now, and as the prop hooker prop, it is Bunty Afoa, Freddie Lussick and Tom Ale for the New Zealand Warriors. Stefano Watakamanu, Apasai Coruscant and David Clemmer for the West Tigers. Like, that's pretty much the West Tigers. Like, that's their prop hooker prop setup. Warriors probably, yeah, I'd say that's probably like sort of close. I'd reckon Bunny Afoa would make it in. I think it makes complete sense there. Now we're going into the second row and lock. You got Jackson Forbes, Jacob Labin, and Kalani going in for the Warriors. Isaiah Papali'i, Asu Kepaho, and Alex Seyfarth for the West Tigers. So again, it's like, I'd probably say in terms of the forward pack, the Tigers are a bit more sort of like with a bit of oomph, but you know, the Warriors players are no slouches. Like, we're not. Now the first section of the bench we've got for the Warriors, you've got Eddie Iramia Tuiava, Zion Maiu, and Tanner Stowers-Smith, and Leka Halasima. And for the West Tigers, Iverson Matai, Josh Valetti, Fanua Pole, and Samuel Afenu. Now I will admit, the only player I do somewhat similarly am familiar with in this sort of section of the interchange is Fanua Pole. So kind of going in blind here. Okay, so we've got one player there, Ruben Porter, the number 27. By the looks of it, I think one of the players for the Tigers has been taken in, but there's also an, hang on, 26. It's a new player. No, it's not. Sorry. So yeah, I think one of the players has been dropped for the Tigers in their bench. So for the Warriors, you've got Patrick Moimoy, Etowate Fukafuka, Tony Tuapanua, Ben Farr, and Luke Hanson And then you've got for the Tigers, Kit Lalili, Sione Fainu, Jake Simcombe, Talon De Silva, and Heath Mason. Now going into the next section, Alice Colt, Tony Suka, Nathran Willett, Louis Tioso. Okay. I found the player. So Sione Latoa Vaihu was named, but he's not been dropped because there's now there's not too many of those players. So now we're just going to the final section. Moala Graham Taufu, Geronimo Doyle, Quinlan Tupou, and Paul Roach for the Warriors, and Alex Lobb, Tony Suka, Navran Willett, and Nick Louis Toso for the West Tigers. So that right there is the team list. And I just need to upgrade, make the sizing a bit bigger because it went down to 90. But yeah, so pretty much that's kind of what you would expect to see. I just want to ask a quick question. So for the for Patrick Moy, the number 18 for the Warriors, any relation to Fui? But these are sort of the big questions that we need to be asking out here. It's I know there is a couple of players who've got similar last names. I know for the Brisbane game after this, which is against the Cowboys, Tristan Saylor, the son of Wendell, is playing. He's just on the bench. Is Olam playing this game for the Tigers? Brocky, no, he's not. He has not been selected for this match, which is actually a little. I feel like it's you want to kind of, because he only sort of just recently joined the club, so he'll definitely play probably next week. But yeah, Justin Olam not playing for the Tigers. Currently 18 votes in at the poll, 72% in favour, 74 now with 19 in favour of the New Zealand Warriors taking the win in this match. It's James Graham's actually a pundit now. He's everywhere nowadays. He's got his own podcast. He's on Triple M, and he's on Fox League now, which is very good to see. Probably one of my favourite players that wasn't a Knights player growing up back in the day. Big Rig himself. That's the thing I'm trying to get over in sort of the rugby league sphere. You know how What's New in the Castle has Brickies, and Rugby League Guru has Could Be Anything. Hello Sport have punters and dribblers. I'm trying to get Big Rigs over, talking about absolute stalwarts of big players coming in for the NRL. So with the people joining in, I do just want to state no footage of the games being shown here, unfortunately, because Peter V'landys will come through that door and put 2 bullets in the back of my head. I'm not joking. That's what's going to happen. But if you are looking for somewhere to watch it, Twitch and Rumble would probably be your most likely places, because that's where other streamers go and do it. So if you want to look there, that's probably going to be your best bet. One day the NRL I could try to be somewhat sneaky, like I pretend it's Rugby League Live, and put it for a cartoon filter, or something that makes it look like game graphics, to trick the AI into thinking that's I'm actually playing the game. That might be smart. Someone develop that, please. That'd be very nice. Okay, we've got 7 minutes away from the kickoff of this first match. So just a quick reminder in terms of the bonus points for those who want to know how it works. You get 12 points for a win, 6 points for a draw, 3 for a loss, or is it 0? No, 0 for a loss. And then you get bonus points for 1 for 5 plus tries, 1 for 10 plus offloads, and 1 for 5 plus line breaks. So you can get 15 big boy points for just you get 12 just for winning, and you can get a maximum of 15, where you'd be up there with the Knights and the Raiders currently in the preseason challenge. But the points don't. to be fair, it is kind of like a whose line is it anyway sort of consortium of the points do not matter. I mean, it doesn't matter, but But yeah, so it's very exciting sort of stuff coming in now for... We're just getting ever so closer to rugby league coming in. To, like, you know, the main competition starting up, which starts up in 2 weeks' time. Which is kind of mental to think about. It's like, it just feels like this off-season was a bit longer. Unless that was just me, but, you know, it's like, whatever the case may be, it's just, that's how it be. But yeah, so pretty much after this ad break on KO, we'll be pretty much getting ready for the game, and hopefully it's an entertaining one, because that'd be, you know, very good to see, because we've already had a couple of stories coming from these trials sort of thing, trials, pre-season matches, mostly being about, obviously, the injury to Dominic Young, and you've also had Bronson Xerri getting a try back in his return to the NRL with the Bulldogs beating Melbourne. Andrew, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. That's highly appreciated. It is weird how Streamlabs does work. It's because you can get subscribers and like people like sub the channel, but it doesn't pop up. But sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But it's good to see at least Minifeed is actually starting to work somewhat. Like when I was doing this on Thursday for the Bulldog Storm game, I was actually really scared because the live counter in Streamlabs froze, and I was like, oh no, as like cut off. But it was all fine and dandy. I'm just trying to get a gauge on this because I've got a fan because of how humid and warm it is at the moment in where I'm at. It's I've got like a fan going up my legs because I'm standing, and it seems alright. Doesn't seem too bad. It's like if you can hear it, is it noticeable, or like to the point where it's like really annoying? Like it only comes up to here, so it shouldn't be anywhere near. The reason I couldn't join was because I do the Daily Telegraph Fantasy League, so I made one on the app to use to join your league, and I'm running the Fantasy Leagues now. Oh, okay. So yeah, there's a lot of Fantasy Leagues at the moment. There's obviously, you got this one, you've got, what's the other one? Super Coach. So, okay. We've got away from the ad breaks. The Warriors now in the tunnels, in at Christchurch is where the game is. There's a Warriors fan in a Warriors style Rey Mysterio mask, which is good to see. I do actually have a Warriors jersey, but I'm not putting it on. Too hot. But you got a big, obviously, a lot of expectation here for the Warriors. Can they, you know, do one better? Make the grand final? But yeah, Christchurch's actually got like a decent little stadium, you know. Could it be where they put the second New Zealand team if the expansion does happen, which would just be a little... I don't know. So there's the coach there, Andrew Webster, walking to the sideline. Coach of the year last year in the NRL. I honestly reckon, actually, prediction for this year, chance that Benji Marshall might get it, depending on how the Tigers do this year. I think that'd be pretty interesting to see how he does go. So we're just going to end the poll. Oh my god, there's so many poll people voting coming in. Okay, you got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Poll ended. I don't care. So is there a tip? I'll go with the Warriors. I'll go Warriors 1-12. I think that's how I think this game might how that might go. So there's the end of the poll. 23 people voted. Thank you all very much for voting. And 73% believe the New Zealand Warriors will take the win in this matchup. Who's home? It is the Warriors are home over in New Zealand. Tigers are the away team. As the Tigers now walking out onto Christchurch. Obviously, brand new looking Tigers. Abasai Coruscant leading the team out. I think it'd be really exciting to see how the Tigers do go this year. A lot of optimism around the club now since they got rid of absolutely everybody in the board. Like Pasco was gone, Hadjipatelis is gone. Going down a very interesting tunnel, the West Tigers now. Yep, there we go. The Tigers now running out in the field. And there's a few Tigers fans in the crowd, which is good to see. I did see someone in the beautiful retro Balmain jersey. So now the Tigers, the Warriors have actually got a special sort of like aqua type jersey. It actually looks rather nice, but yep, here we go. The Marcelo Montoya now leading out the New Zealand Warriors out onto Christchurch to see how. I do like the. So it's like light blue and then it delves into dark blue when you get around like your belly. So it's like a gradient. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Okay, question. Is he first try scorer? I think it's going to be a very interesting question to see how that actually goes. How will... I mean, he should go well. He should be fine. So just a last reminder, no game footage is going to be here. I'd check out Twitch if you want to find people streaming the game. If you want to stay, you get to look at this. So, looks like the Warriors will be kicking off and running screen left with the West Tigers receiving first possession. David Clemmer first try scorer. That would be a sight to see. Big rig getting the first try scorer. So, there's a Takamanu there. Yep. Warriors kicking off. And we are underway for the first of 3 matches today on Sunday to round out the first round of the preseason challenge. And there's the first setup. It is Otakamanu who will get brought down on the 20. And it's a penalty immediately to the West Tigers. I think it might have been... that must be an offside off the kick. No, it's a strip attempt there by... yeah, an illegal steal there by the Warriors. So it's a penalty already against them. So the ball will be kicked into touch and placed just in behind halfway. So if they get their meat as well, the Tigers could very easily get the first try here. So first tackle 45 out. They'll spread it now from the left into the middle as they get to inside the 30 for the second tackle. The Tigers spreading it out to the right hand side, and they're just trying to get a gauge of this Warriors line. They're not going out wide automatically. If this scoreboard, it takes a little bit to liven itself up. Now it's Clemmer with the ball there. The number 10 brought down 15 out. Fourth tackle. Up he goes down the right hand side, and it's flat ball there. I believe that's Asu Kepaoa. 5 metres out now. Last tackle for the Tigers. They'll spread it to the left. It's a grubber, and it's grabbed by one of the Warriors players, and it's going to be a goal line dropout for the Warriors. But really good set to put immediate pressure there by the Tigers. I should probably I'm going to put the camera down here because it's so can we see a potential efficient of this new rule? It's kicked high in the air for the short kick. And it's taken by Jareem Buller inside of the 20 on the far right-hand side for the first tackle. And now the Tigers, big tackle there by Bunty Afoa now, 15 out, second tackle. We're going to spread it now to the left. Bit of run there, that's safe off. Brought down 5 metres short now, third tackle. Up he sends it now into the middle of the field. Clemmer. And it's another penalty to the West Tigers. No, it's a penalty to the Warriors. Obstruction. There we go. Bunty Afoa getting caught up in sort of the area. Is it an obstruction? Oh, no, there is, yeah. It's the number 8. There was a Takamanu running into the line. Yeah, penalty to the Warriors. That's I think it's a big chance wasted there by the Tigers. Put it up here because it looks a little silly. And there's Bunty Afoa getting the first hit up now for the first Warriors set. And he gets brought down on the 30 for the first tackle. If we can just get this refresh to load, that'd be nice as the Warriors get down to the 40 for the second tackle. Penalty Warriors. So we've already had, this is what, 4 penalties already. I think in the first, like, 3 or 4 penalties in the first 3.5 minutes of the match. Another kick into touch here by the Warriors, and they'll be putting the ball foot right inside, just inside of the Tigers' half. And now the Warriors, if Bunty Afoa will take, and he'll just keep taking hit-ups. That's all he's going to do. Brought down on the Tigers 40 for the first tackle. Now trying to spread it out to the left, and it's another penalty. Penalty Warriors, and it's a lifting of the legs, and it's just, that has to be the 4th penalty. So it's just 4 minutes. We're averaging a penalty a minute at this point on. That's what we're averaging. And the Warriors have gone to go for the tap there from 30 metres out. I've just realised the Warriors jersey, because it's very bright on the top half of the back, and the numbers are white. So I know who Bunty Afoa is because his hairstyle's pretty distinct. But here we go. Second tackle now for the Warriors. 20 metres out. Huge chance to get the first points on the board. They're going to spread it now to the right-hand side. They've got steps. And they're trying to get around him with it. But they'll get held up around the 10. Still the third tackle. They're on that far right-hand side. They'll probably split it into the middle. Take a tackle. That's what they're doing. And I think they'll probably spread it to the left and kick. But here we go. 10 metres out. Last tackle for the Warriors. Spreading it to the... No, it's 4th tackle. Now this will be the last tackle then. Oh, offload. That's one already. Oh, and it's a knock on. And it's a chance went begging there. The number 12 there for the Warriors, Jacob Labin. Having the mistake there, but there is an offload. You get 10 offloads. That is a bonus point. That could be the tactic for the Warriors, trying to get the bonus points really early. Which is probably what you want, at least at this point in the game. So now the ball placed on the 10-metre line. The Tigers will get a scrum. This is a chance for the Warriors to flex their defensive muscles and keep them back. That's the first tackle there for the Tigers. Number 4 there, Declan Casey being brought down on the 20 for the first tackle. And the pass, the miscommunication. It's picked up by the Warriors, but it is a penalty to the Tigers. So within the first 6 minutes, there has been 5 penalties. If you were doing a drinking game for do a shot for every penalty, you'd be dead. You would just be dead. You would be so dead. So the ball went out to the touch inside of the 40 for the Tigers. They'll get the full set of 6. There we go. 5 penalties. So now just shy of halfway is the first tackle for the Tigers. And they're trying to... Oh, that pass looked a bit forward. But the Tigers will cross past halfway for the for the second tackle. That was safer if you got the run there. And Takamanu gets brought down 35 away from the try line for the third tackle. The Tigers are playing pretty quickly here at the moment. Clemmer running into the number 4. 4th tackle now, 20 out. The Tigers, they're starting to cook here a little bit. There's a massive gap down in the gap. Cesar with the kick. Oh, and Buller. And they ran into each other, and it's been grounded by the Warriors. But Tane Tuapiki, yeah, but hang on, they're going to check this because I think it's Tuapiki and Buller ran into each other, but Tuapiki kind of impeded Buller running for the ball. So could this be a penalty try for the Tigers? So Aiden Cesar with the kick. It was a lovely kick. It just bounced a little bit too high. So Jerome Buller are running for it. And both players collide with it. Does Dream touch it? I don't know. They're trying to see if Dream's touched it, but I don't think he has. No, he's missed it. So they just run into each other, so it's no obstruction. And then grounded by the Tigers, so it's not by the Tigers, the Warriors. So it's going to be a goal line dropout. The second for the West Tigers, no, for the Warriors. Damn it, why can't I say it? The Warriors, goal line dropout. As we're now 7.5 gone in this matchup. Still haven't, I don't think I've seen the new rule yet being put in place. You know, the one if you kick it out on the full, it's a 10-metre tap, not the penalty. And there's the short drop kick attempt. It's a bit too far and it's picked up by the Tigers. And one of the Tigers players has been absolutely crunched without the ball in the back of the play. But anyways, first tackle, 15 out for the Tigers. Now it's Kapoa now gets brought down on the left-hand side, 10 metres out for the second. How's Rogers' gameplay looking? He hasn't had too much of the ball as of late, but no one's really done anything with the ball yet at the moment. Anime vibes. Tigers now playing. It's a flat ball! And that is a try burrowing over the line. And I believe that is Alex Seyfarth of the West Tigers who has gone over. Yes, it is. Just flat ball from Apisai Kurasau straight to Seyfarth, who charges over the line. And the Tigers get the first try. But Seyfarth is grabbing his jaw. Just good flat ball. Maybe where he landed, he probably like his jaw a little bit. But there we go. Alex Seyfarth gets the try. And it'll be right next to the try. And that'll be next to the goal, the post. So it should just be 6-0 for the West Tigers. That's an early try, but yeah, it's a pre-season game, so anything could go. Yeah, very much so. Like I think from any of the game, this is the game where it's like, oh yeah, you don't really know what could happen. Oh, hang on, are they going to check to see if it's in? Yeah, oh, hang on. There is a run there by Utakamanu into a forward. They're showing the replay a few times here, so it could potentially be an obstruction. But the commentators aren't talking about it. But there could be. Is it because yeah, they're reviewing it a lot. They're just playing the replay. Like they could. Yeah, I think. Oh, I think this could be turned away here if they look at this. But I think Bunty Afoa does get obstructed. No, try confirmed. Okay, interesting. I know for a fact that it just from these ones, and there's the kick, and it's successful, 6-0 to the Tigers. But I've seen a lot less being given as obstruction. But here we go. There goes the first 10 minutes of the game, and just want to see, we are live, aren't we? Yeah. But yeah, good start. For the Tigers, Alex Seyfarth getting the first try. Big rig going over. Here's the kickoff now by the Warriors. No, they're doing it again. Sorry about that. I was just talking to the Demons. There's the kickoff there by the Warriors. And the Tigers get the first step. It's a Takamanu. And he'll get brought down onto the 20 for the first tackle. Now the Clemmer, big dog, gets brought down on the 30 for the second tackle. Tigers, I mean, you can't really make much of like a conceded like judgment, but they do look to have been playing all right. I'm liking how Safar's going at the moment. Early kick here on the third for the it's from Caesar, and it's picked up there by Tuapiki. Oh! Tuapiki meets Isaiah Papali'i. The unstoppable force meets the immovable object, and it's just a big tackle there. Second tackle for the Warriors now on the 30. Warriors are a bit slow back to get into their structure. There's RTS there with the ball onto the 40. That's the number 11 there. Jackson Ford for the Warriors, now inside of halfway for the fourth. There we go, halfway, last tackle for the Warriors. Pretty standard set from them, and in comes the kick from Metcalf, and it's a high bomb. And it's been taken there by the Tigers inside of the 20 for the first tackle. And the ball has popped out. And it's going to be a knock-on. It was the number 3 and number 2 there. It was Setutu and Ali Leotawa who forced the mistake. So it was a huge chance here for the Warriors to get the try back. It was the number 5 there for the Tigers, Junior Tupo. That was probably a strip. I'd call that it looked like a very good covered strip. That was, but anyways, 20 metres out from the try line, full set of 6 coming in for the Warriors, and a huge chance to get a try on the board. As we're now 12.5 gone in this match. The Warriors will send it out to the left. RTS did get brought down, but he's wrestled out of the tackle, and he's brought down on the far left-hand side, 15 away from the try line. It's going to be a set restart for a ruck infringement. Just more tackles for the Warriors. Warriors now just sort of on the short end at the moment. They're going to spread it into the middle. And that is the run there by Ale. Right on halfway, second tackle. They'll spread it to the right. Now up the guts. That's beautiful play. Breaking through the tackles. It's Jacob Laban. The big rig breaks tackles, and the Warriors have answered back. 6-4 with a kick to come. It'll be right under the black dot. So we'll be 6-all after 14 minutes. Just got good bit of play there. Just, the fake offload, but actually hands it off behind him. It's just good play there by the Warriors. This is good play. Tigers go PNG catching. Big up, there's David. Yeah, interestingly, it's hopefully God, what's his name? I'm actually forgetting what his name is. Olam, yeah. He'll probably come in next week when the Tigers play. I don't know who the Tigers play next week. So there we go. Jacob Laban gets the first try for the Warriors to make it 4-6, but with this conversion from right in front, it should be 6-all. I believe that is Luke Metcalf who set up that try. His little skinny white boy. Lines it up. Just chip it over, mate. Hainsey territory this kick is. And he slots it. 6-all, 14 gone. Just a good Metcalf faint pass as it to Laban. Demons just keep coming. There's the first tackle there for the Warriors on the 15. So, I know you're all Taylor Swift fans, so I'll just say there's no trains going into Sydney for next weekend, so just letting you know. So the Warriors now being held back here by the Tigers. This is a good defensive set from them. Third tackle. It's Tigers being holding the Warriors back. There's Jackson Ford there on the 30 for the fourth tackle. Now that's the number 1 there of a Tuapiki. Brought down before the 40, and this is the last tackle now for the Warriors. There's the kick there by Metcalf. And it doesn't go that far in terms of distance as Junior Tupou picks it up on the 40 inside of the Tigers' half. It's only a 20-metre kick. I think the wind might have gotten it. Sounds like Tigers got a solid defense. They've been going all right. They were kind of a bit lackluster with like the play there from Metcalf for Laban's try. But yeah, the Tigers' defense at the moment's been going pretty well now. That's Clemmer, 35 away from the try line for the fourth tackle. Oh, big run by Takamanu. Gets 20 metres out. Last tackle for the Tigers. Coruscant passes it out to the left. Oh, short ball. It's a good breakthrough run. And oh, the behind the Matt Gidley flick pass. And Aiden Caesar gets his first try in the NRL via the Super League. That try was brilliant play. It was passed down to Tapu, was broken 2 tackles, gets to the line. I think he would have made the try anyways, but sees Cesar and does the Matt Gidley flick pass. That's just brilliant play there from the Tigers, and they're now 10-6 up. With a probable kick to come, which will make it 12-6. So there we go. It's good signs here from the Tigers. And Aiden Caesar, I think, is one of the better. I've seen him play a little bit here for Leeds in the Super League, and he's been pretty solid over there for the last couple of years. So it's good to see him try to make the crack into the NRL. So there we go, Curaçao. Now with the conversion attempt from pretty much right in front. This to make it a 12-6 lead for the West Tigers here in Christchurch with 17.5 to go. He takes the step up and just slots it right in front. Good to see the game's kind of like moved on from all like the early penalties. You know, everyone's a bit cagey now. The game's starting to flow. It's just brilliant play there. Jane Sullivan. Tafar Tapa. Well, Far Tapa I think could have made it if he just held onto the ball, but maybe he might have been short. So in comes the kickoff attempt here by the New Zealand Warriors to restart the game. Just waiting for the kick, I believe, from Metcalf. They're playing belters over in Christchurch. And there's the whistle from the referee, and the kickoff has happened. I believe it'll be another. Oh, they've let it bounce here. Oh, that's a penalty. Is it? No. Jane Sullivan gets hit in the air, but it wasn't like him jumping up for it. That should be right. But the Warriors do need to respond here, and that's something that fires your team up. Just a big old hit. Clemenel, the ball will get brought down inside of the 30 for the third tackle. And now the Tigers are starting to play pretty quickly, and they're making meters. They're pushing the Warriors back a little bit. That ain't a Warriors jersey. Yeah, oh, it's a kick for a 40-20. Oh! It's coughed up. There was an early kick for a 40-20, and Tuapiki has gone to grab it. I think it's hit his... Yep, they're challenging this. I don't think his hands touch it. It popped out, but I think it's hit his jugular. So I don't think it's a knock-on. So the Warriors have immediately challenged this. I didn't realise it was captain's challenge in a bloody preseason game, but here we are. Does his hands touch it? Ooh, it does. It hit his jugular, but does it touch his hands first? Oh, it's Marcelo Montoya. Does it touch his hands? I don't think so. Yeah, they're looking... I think this is going to be one of those things they can't really overchange, but it'll be... Challenge is... What is it? Challenge is inconsiderate? No, that's not it. Inconclusive. Nope, they're saying it doesn't touch. So there you go. Challenge successful there by the Warriors. But what happens here? So it's a play the ball from where he caught it, I think. So the Warriors get their challenge back, which is good to see. There was Marcelo Montoya who actually made the challenge. Oh yeah, because he's the captain. Why am I surprised? There we go. This will be the... Anywhere to watch for free. Tapara, if you look on Twitch, there might be some people streaming this. Probably be the best bet. Second tackle here for the Warriors now on their own 40. And some players now coming in from the bench. You're getting some big boys coming in. Warriors now crossover halfway. So number 13 there, Kalani going. 45 away from the try line for the fourth tackle. Bunty Afoa gets his run. He'll be brought down 30 away. Last tackle for the Warriors. Spread it out to the left-hand side. And it's the kick from Metcalf. Big pressure on Buller. Buller takes it well. And it'll get brought down inside of the 10 for the first tackle. Warriors now. This is where the Warriors need to get their defense up and keep the Tigers back. They've already held them to the second for the 10. Now they're inside of the 20 for the third. They're going pretty quick. One-ups footy. Oh. So we're just not going to look at that for being a big hit. I think that's a high shot. But the problem is that they can't go back to it. It's a knock. Here we go. Yep, they've stopped it. One of the Tigers players has been knocked out. I think that's a swinging arm. And the ball popped down. The Warriors got it, but let's have a look here. It's the Tigers player that runs in. Oh, it's a shoulder charge. Right to the head and... ow. And then number 4 there, Declan Casey for the Tigers. When he went down, his head snapped back into the ground. He's gone. He's gone for the rest of the... Declan Casey's out for the match. Like, just for the hit with the shoulder and just his head just whipping back when hitting the ground. He's done. But what happens to this Warriors player here? Because I think it could be a sin bin. Because, I mean, in my opinion, that's a shoulder charge to the head from that hit. Me personally, there's nothing really. Just showing replays, so I'm assuming they must have gotten like the stretchers out and all that. It's going to be interesting to see what does happen here. I mean, well, Declan Casey's out for the match. Luckily, the Tigers do have... I mean, it's a preseason game, but it's just a massive hit. Massive, like, shoulder straight into the jaw, and then he's brought down, his head snaps back into the ground. Here we go, they've cut back. I mean... Yeah, this Warriors player, he's got to go to the bin. Bin minimum, maybe you can make a case for a send. I think send off. Time has been stopped. 20 minutes remaining in the first half. Just waiting to see of getting Declan Casey off the field because he's just took an absolute hammering. Up the Waz posters. First full year of watching rugby league, hopefully. Yeah, the They're just waiting to see what's going to happen here because they're still showing camera angles. They're not really knowing what to do. Surely it has to be... It's going to be a bin, minimum. Like, there's no way it can't be anything else. It's shoulder to the head. Oh, the kid's got pit vipers. Bully him. Don't, but... Yeah, oh yeah, they've got the proper buggy out. Yeah, they're taking this properly seriously. They're still waiting to get them off the field. Just a lot of camera shots of people in the crowd with their brand new jerseys, which is good to see. This is just a yap session, really. This is all we can really do is just yap. Yeah, all they're doing now is just showing replays of all the tries and cutting to like shots in the crowd. Now it's just a notice on me to try and be somewhat entertaining to like hold on to retention. Hopefully after this like string of replays are able to have Casey off the field, and it's probably going to be serious. He's probably going to be out for a considerable while. Still waiting at the moment. Still camera shots as all the parents are lifting their children. Goddamn, we're still waiting. Yeah, I mean, I understand they can't rush this. Like they can't because of what's happened. Yeah, one of the players now starting to warm up. It could be the number 19 of Sione Fainu coming on here for the Tigers to replace Declan Casey. Yeah, they're getting shots of Benji Marshall in the commentary box. Hey, how are their ads on a live? I don't know. I don't really control the. I don't control how the ads are put in. Unfortunately, it's weird. So here we go. The Declan Casey's now off the field. Yep. This Warriors player is definitely getting in the bin. It's the number 15 here of Zion Maeu. It'll be a penalty to the Tigers, and it should be a bin. Take him off, bros. It's basically what the ref said. Here we go. Coruscant now coming in. I mean, it's kind of justifiable, this tackle. No, wait, no, sorry. Like, the punter... Well, it's going to be in the... I think a send-off would be maybe a tiny bit harsh. But it's a sin bin. Any yellow cards are just joined. Well, the player's about to be sin bin, so yes, there will be one in the next coming seconds when they get the injured player off the field. Yeah, they're still getting the buggies. They're probably trying to find the best place to drive him out. They're taking their time. Yeah, they have to, but it's like... Yep, high level of force. Okay. Zion Maeu has not. It's not a sin bin. It's a send off. Who got injured? It was number 4 for the Tigers. Declan Casey, shoulder straight to the jaw, and then his head went like flicked back when he hit the ground. If he didn't get a concussion from the shoulder charge. So yeah, it's a send-off for the Warriors. The thing is though, is like when it comes to these rulings, it's like I'm fine with them as long as they stay consistent with it. If that's like proper like high contact shoulder to the head is a is a send off, then just be consistent with that and let that be the ruling. Because I know for a fact there's going to be some games where it's going to be that's going to happen and they're going to give it a sin bin or just a report. So it needs to be. The same thing as Declan Casey's now being driven off the field. So the Warriors have been reduced to 12 men for the rest of the match. So here we go. There goes the rest of the... So now after about 6 or 7 minutes... Penalty to the West Tigers, and here goes the kick into touch. Jaden Sullivan putting it in. Be placed on the 40 for the inside of the Tigers half. So here we go. So there's the first tackle. There's a Takamanu getting brought down inside of halfway, and there's Clemmer who pushes the Tigers into the Warriors half. 45 out, second tackle for the Tigers. A bit of passing the ball going around at the moment. Third tackle now for the Tigers. They're 40 away from the try line still. Haven't really done a little too much in this set. Oh, cut through the line here. Safe off. Gets brought down. 30 out. Fourth tackle. Tigers spreading it up. Coruscant's popped through. The smallest player in the NRL popping through there. 10 metres out. Last tackle for the Tigers. They'll spread it over the top to the right. No, they can't get back. They're going to be back to Cesar. Cesar with a kick. They've taken the bounce. Oh, is that a knock on? No, it wasn't a knock on there, but the Warriors have been able to hang on there. Very close chance there of there being being a try there for the Tigers. There's the number 3 there. Blair Tower brought down inside of the 10 for the second tackle. And the Tigers' defense is coming in well because the Warriors are kind of need to bunker down here for the next couple of minutes so they can adjust to when having this man advantages. That's RTS now inside of the 30 for the fourth tackle. And last tackle now for the Warriors inside of the 40. I'd kick it into touch here. And the bounce is going. They could potentially, if it kept going, would be a 40-20. Junior Tupou gets brought down on the 20 for the first tackle. But here we go now. The Warriors are now needed to show some aggression. They're keeping the Tigers inside of the 20 here for the second tackle and still in that far left corner. Staines now brought down inside of the 30 for the third tackle. Not many meters being gained so far. Almost a Shepherd here. That's the number 12 there for the Asu Kepawa. On the 40 now for the fourth tackle. Going now. Brought down for safe off. Last tackle here for the Tigers. It's going to be a high kick by Cesar. And it's a big take by... Ooh. Is that a crunch tackle? Close. But Tuapiki gets brought down inside the 20 for the first tackle. I reckon if the Tigers can go into the sheds... Oh my god, RTS. Brought down, almost breaking through there. Gets brought down on the 30, and it's a penalty to the Warriors. RTS driving in the penalty. Who am I going for? I'm a neutral in this. I did tip the Warriors to win this game, but yeah, it's not going well. Not going well at the moment. But they tackle after attacker held. So a chance here for the Warriors against momentum. If they can get a deep enough kick to potentially score a try. And if they can go into the sheds at half-time 12-all, I think it's a win for them. So now the Warriors have crossed into the Tigers half now for the first tackle. 45 out. Oh, a little bit flat there, and the Warriors still trying to push in there. 35 out now. Oh, the passing is working, and the Tigers are stretched out on the right-hand side. RTS gets the pass out. They're passing, and just no! Stopped right at the run of play, but here. Third tackle now for the Warriors. Oh, brought down on the ground. Still fourth tackle now for the Warriors. Right on the try line, Bunty. Bunty gets brought down now, 5 out. Last tackle here for the Warriors. I reckon you go left and give it to RDS. They're cutting it out and they've been stretched. Montoya, has he gone it down? No, he's short and he's held up. Great. It looked like the Tigers' defensive line on the right was stretched out, but they've been able to stop almost a certain try there. So now we're going into the final 15 minutes of the match. Still 12-6 to the West Tigers. For anybody joining, Warriors down to 12 men with number 15 Zion Maiu being sent off for a bit of a very reckless shoulder charge on the Tigers number 4 Declan Casey. Now the number 5 there, Junior Tupou. Gets a pretty good post-contact meter, so it's brought down near the 40. And fast run Caesar gets the run. The Tigers are going. Number 17 there for the Tigers there, Fainu. The Tigers still going. Oh, the pass low to the knees, and it's a knock-on. But it'll be a changeover now to the Warriors on the 20. Is there a cut? It's a... Yeah, so basically there is... Yeah, the send-off is basically the red card for this. So yeah, there is a... It would be nice if they did actually have cards in this. A bit of flamboyantry. So it's pretty good here from the Warriors. They are hanging on. I reckon if the Warriors can get a try just before half-time, successful half regarding the circumstances. Now the Warriors now heading it out to the left, and they get brought down inside of the 30 for the first tackle. They'll keep going down the left-hand side. Inside of the 40 now, good meters. They are getting good meters at the moment, the Warriors, despite being 12 down. Bunty Afoa burrows over halfway now. Third tackle. Lasic are getting a lot of contact meters there. 40 meters out now. Fourth tackle. Just crossed over. 13 minutes remaining in this first half. Bunty Afoa again with the run. But to get held down. 35 out from the try line. Last tackle for the Warriors. Shifts it to the left. Harris Tavita with the kick. Straight to Jareem Buller. There's a couple of gaps here if the Tigers want to exploit them, but they don't really take the opportunity. First tackle inside of the 10 here. Now it's Buller again, and he'll get brought down now inside of the 20 for the second tackle. But yeah, the Warriors... Oh. Whoever in the chat is copying me. Is there 2 Linda Bells? That'd be mental if there was. Number 19 there for the Tigers. Sione Fainu. Brought down on halfway for the fourth tackle. Bit of a kick and chase here over the top. The bouncing is a bit wicked as Tuapiki ends up picking it up in his goal line. But he'll get brought down inside of the 20 for the first tackle. As we're now 12 minutes remaining in the first half of this matchup. Just going to take a quick stab and have a look at some of the stats here just to see if anyone's gotten any potential bonus points here. Warriors are getting some good meters here at the moment. Fourth tackle inside of halfway. Oh. I don't understand why the frame rate's being a bit sus there. But here we go. Last tackle here for the Warriors. Just past halfway. Is Sean Johnson playing? No, Origi. The halves pairing is Harris Tavita and Luke Metcalf. And the ball does get placed into touch inside of the 10. Good kick to get the Warriors players getting a rest. So team stats, has anybody got any offloads? So line breaks are currently 3-2 in favour of the Tigers. Offloads 2 each. And only 2 tries to 1 at the moment. So no bonus points just yet, but a couple of line breaks. Both teams should be able to get those pretty easily as Buller takes the first hit up and tackle inside of the 20 for the first tackle. Now, second tackle here for the Tigers. They keep going up the middle. It's the number 2 there, Charlie Staines. They still proceed to go up the middle here. I think what they're trying to do is they're going to try to draw the Warriors line more inward so they can try to fling it out to the outside. Halfway now for the Tigers. Fourth tackle. Number 17 here. It's Fainu. Gets brought down on the Warriors 40. Last tackle as we just crossed into 10 minutes remaining in this match, which is first half. There's the kick there by Jaden Sullivan. And taken by Montoya. And Montoya will be brought down inside of the 20 for the first tackle for the Warriors. Warriors now trying to spread it out to the right, but now the Tigers defense are acting up. They're trying to drag him out, but bit too far for them to get there, but they get down to the 20 number. Tigers are holding them back. Warriors still only in their 30 for the third tackle. But they have spread it wide. There's a massive gap. Montoya now with the ball. He's, oh my god, absolutely fended off the Vatoa Vaihu with an absolute beautiful fender. Now RTS brought down just inside of the Tigers half now for the last tackle. Montoya sending 28 into the shadow realm. Deep kick there, I believe that is Tupou. It'll be brought down inside of the 30 for the first tackle. You know, just good bit of moments here for the Warriors, and it's like, I think you'd much rather lose a player, go down a man really early on, so you can sort of adapt. So Tigers now onto their 40 for the third tackle. Trying to break over halfway. They get onto halfway now for the fourth tackle, but since a couple of moments, there hasn't been really that many try-scoring opportunities as it was in the early game. Last tackle now for the Tigers, 40 out. It's a kick there for the number 6 of Sullivan. Taken by Montoya. Montoya has fended the number 28 again. Doesn't body him though. So currently the Warriors have been down a man for 13 minutes, and actually there have been cases where they've been looking like the better team. In terms of momentum now, the Warriors now third tackle on their own 40. Spreading it out to the right. They're trying to break over halfway. They won't. Potential strip there by the number 12 of Kepawa. Tamale now brought down 40 out. Last tackle for the Warriors. Spreads it into the middle, and there's going to be the kick by Harris Tavita. And it's gone out on the full. So they'll go back a bit, and the Tigers will get the ball from where he kicked it, which would be on pretty much near the Warriors' 40. Well, it's inside the 40, but yeah, close enough. So if you get a good couple of meters here in this set, Tigers could potentially threaten and extend their lead before the half ends. As that's Dream Baller now brought down just shy of halfway for the first tackle. There's the 28 of Latoa Vaiu. So he has been brought in, maybe because it was like he's like a reserve. Tigers now playing it out to the left, and they're going all right with it as they break down into the 30 away from the try line for the third tackle. And there's a mistake there by the Tigers. Pass to the number 16 to Fanua Pole, and he has ended up dropping the ball. So it'll be a Warriors scrum on the 30. As we've now got just under... Don't know how this is all the way gone back in here, but we've got 6 minutes remaining in the match. Is anybody else's like place really humid? Just trying to see. Yep, no line break changes, no anything. But interesting stat here as the Warriors take their scrum, go to the left hand side and brought down on the 40, is how quick the Tigers are actually playing the ball. Average play the ball speed for the Warriors is 3.5 seconds, while the Tigers are under 3 seconds. Which is, it's very interesting. So right on halfway now for the Warriors. Actually, no, the pass halfway now for the third. Spreading it out to the right. It's a 2-on-1. Here's a break down the line. It's a 1-on-1 here. Can Buller defend? But Buller's able to hold him back and stop the number 2 from screwing. Setu 2. Fourth tackle inside the 10 now for the Warriors. Oh, interception! He's going the 30. I don't know who it is, but he's still going. It was the number 19. And a big slamming tackle there by Tuivasa Sheck. It was Sione Fainu with the interception and right onto halfway for the first tackle for the Tigers. It almost looked like it was certainly like the Warriors with their momentum were going to score. And they pass it out to the wing. Charlie Staines now with the ball. And Staines will get brought down inside of the Warriors 30 for the second tackle. What has transpired in like the last minute? Passing it out to the middle. Sullivan gets it out to number 17 of Fainu. Of Samuela Fainu. There's actually a couple of Fainus in the Tigers team. Third tackle, 20 out. And here's a big run by the big boy! By Samuela Fainu. 5 metres out. Fourth tackle here for the Tigers. Set restart as well. Huge chance here for the Tigers to extend their lead. And, you know, kind of show the dominance that they really should be having. So the Tigers need to calm down. It's the number 16 here for Fanua Pole. About 2 metres away from the try line. Right in front of the black dot. Tigers now trying to spread it to the left. Kapoa. Again brought down a couple of metres short of the line now on the left-hand side. Third tackle. They'll try to take it up the guts here. 13. Sorry, minute 13, but they're 5 metres away from the try line in the middle of the field. Where will the Tigers go? They'll go to the right. They've got numbers if they can use them. The flick pass. Charlie Staines has stayed in. That's a penalty. What? It was said he was brought into touch, but his ball arm was on the ball. I have one ban on for the Warriors. Damn, Sean, but surely his ball carrying arm was on the ground. That surely is a penalty. But yeah, opportunity there goes begging for the Tigers to extend the lead. But I think like Charlie Staines was on the ground with the ball carrying arm down. Oh, because he probably wasn't. Yeah, fair enough. Because he wasn't touched. Oh, and the Warriors, they've broken down the line as well. Still going, Metcalf, flick ball, and it's a knock on. Oh my God, what has happened in the last couple of weeks? Now the Tigers are on the attack. The Tigers are going, and they're now 30 away from the try line. This is ridiculous. So here we go, 2 minutes remaining in the half. It's a 7-tackle set for the knock on by the Warriors. It's like the Warriors look certain to score, then the Tigers are, then the Warriors again, and now the Tigers with a huge chance again. Oh, the 6 there, Sullivan, brought down 20 metres away from the try line. Second tackle, they'll go to the right. And the ball's been put down. Tuivasa Sheck with the big tackle. Glazing. Fox doing tricks on it. So a minute 20 remaining. So it's going to go potentially... So the Tigers will have the full set of 6 to close out the half. So they'll have about... I mean, going into the sheds without conceding any points. Really good. Really, really good. So the timer keeps going down, so we'll be entering the final minutes of the first half. So Warriors now inside of the 20 for the first tackle. They'll try to spread it out to the right. Oh, that's a bit of selling there. Get up. I don't think he touched his head. I think that might be selling there. Samuel Afeinu, I think that's selling there. Coming in. Oh, no, he does. Yep, fair enough. He shines his nose there. It just looked in the live plane with the camera angle. Looks like he doesn't hit him, but it's going to be a penalty here. It's a report here. It's going to be a penalty to the Warriors. No sin bin. The Marcelo coming in being a bit of a... speaking like he's a forward. The timer's kept going, and here goes. There's a kick into touch. So there's going to be one final play for the first half. So can the Warriors do anything? Can they get a try? They're spreading it all the way out to the left. It's a long kick, and it's just going to go straight into touch. And that will be the end of the first half. Simbin, no, not Simbin, a straight send-off. And the Warriors have been able to hang on, and they've been the better team, but the Tigers still in front, 12 points to 6. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go get this drink. Sorry about that, just a bit. Need to get water. They're already crossing over to the game in Mackay for the interviews. Damn. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what could be the question here. Is what we could do is a bit of a cheeky halftime poll. I think I've got a question. Was the I'm just trying to get the bloke's name. There we go. There is the question for the poll in terms of the half time. If you want to answer, was the Zion Mayu send-off justified? For people who have seen it, basically comes in with a shoulder, bang right to the jaw. I think it was definitely a sim bin, but like send-off, as long as they're consistent with it, fine. That for me, that's all it is. Is as long as it remains like at a sort of level of consistency. Ow! So I've just like was flicking my heel back and I just bashed it across the back end of me bed. It's ridiculously warm in here. It's actually wild how warm it actually is. Just having a look at everything. Everything looks good. Everything looks... So after this stream, when it comes to the other games, what it's going to do is it's going to immediately cross over. There's going to be, it should be like a tab at the end of it, which basically like links directly from this stream to the stream for the next match, which is the Broncos Cowboys game. So that's a easier way instead of just trying to like cross into like other streams. So it's 3 PM now, and they've got to have the halftime break. So it might be pretty close, and it might not be that much of a preview because obviously the amount of time that's had to go in because of getting Declan Casey off the field. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the game stats here to see if there's any bonus points, because there was a lot of line breaks in the last couple of minutes. Team stats. Okay, so line breaks are at 4 apiece, so one more line break for each team will earn them one bonus point. Offloads 3-2. They need to get a bit more offloads in if they want to get another couple of points in them. So yeah, there's a couple of things they can do, and they need like more premierships. I mean, not need more tries. There we are. Just going to have a look at the polls. So 2 people have voted on it. Was it justifiable? And both 2 of them have said yes. Just be hard to like say that isn't. Oh, that's right. F1's starting up. But yeah, I don't get how the NRL was actually promoting the UFC event, because it was running at the same time as the NRL. Obviously, Volkanovski fighting. So F1 starts in about 2 weeks. That'd be great to see. Just hopefully it's somewhat, competitive, because, because Spaceship, Red Bull. But it is warm, it is humid. Is it warm and humid where you are? Let me know. Because we're in a bit of a state at the moment. So, okay, they got the ad break thing going on now, so... just not really much to do in terms of this, but we've already kind of discussed what has happened, so not really anywhere near in terms of bonus points. But you think if the Tigers come out hot and are able to somewhat smother the Warriors with the man advantage, then they should be all right and be able to get at least the points off. But so bonus points, very close for at least both teams getting at least 1 point, which is what you want, especially in this competitive pre-season challenge. Someone has voted no, that it was not a justifiable sin bin. We're getting discourse. I like this. We are getting some discourse. RTS, I will admit, he has definitely gotten a lot more of the ball now, and he's actually been making some pretty decent plays, specifically on the defense, mostly. Just being able to, like, you know, make tackles and hold them out and stuff like that. That's just what you want. But you'd obviously would like him to get tries, you know, like stuff. That's what you'd want him to do. More so than the fact of, oh, okay, yeah, we're getting more people voting. And yeah, more people saying that it was not a justifiable send-off. Probably, I think it's probably like, depending on like, oh, was it a sin bin or was it a send-off is probably what's going to be the main discussing point. Definitely a sin bin. Send-off, you could probably make some arguments. Yeah, Declan Casey, I hope he's alright because God, he absolutely got rocked in that tackle. I hope hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he pulls through. I mean, he's conscious. It's like the shoulder charge was bad enough, but the way he went down to the ground, his head like knocked back is probably that's gonna be the big thing. But you never know. So after this ad break, we will have the second half of this match, which will be great. Just gonna open a window actually because it's just the room is just so humid. You stand in this room, you die. Just in a whole lot of trouble. Like, I keep pressing my arm to like put this, and I don't know if it could actually pop up just to talk about the level of saturation. If that's a... Are we all good? Okay, I just want to make sure that we are still live because I almost made probably one of the worst oopsies known to man. I accidentally, when I put this table down, because it's on my laptop, it pressed the airplane mode button, which turns off the internet. So I think it was still okay. Yep, the live thing's still going. Just want to make sure, yep, we are all good. Somewhat, you know, trying to get this through. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, there we go. We're sweet. We're sweet. That almost could have been ridiculously bad there. Almost. But we're still here. We're still going. We're still streaming. We're still kicking. So yeah, it's yeah, beautiful. Hopefully after this ads are done, we should be all good. So 7 people have now voted on the on this poll. 71% have gone in favour. Why? What are you doing? No, what do you want? I want to discuss the Jets membership. What's up? Oh, I'm kind of busy at the moment. Give me like half for 40 minutes. Sorry about. Oh, more people have come in for the votes, and it's actually more even. NRL Super King, thank you for subbing. I just realised. Hang on. The alert box should be over the chat box because it actually makes it probably look a lot better. Yeah, I'm actually an idiot. Sorry about that. So we're getting ready now for the second half as the Warriors have now kicked off. I'm going to make the decision of this will probably be the only game I stream today because it's just so humid. I just can't be bothered. And also it's like the other games are not going to be close. So Declan Casey's alright, and then we're going to end the poll here for half time. If you think that was justified, keep your mouth closed. That's so embarrassing because you don't know shit. Damn, that's fair. Yeah, a lot more players now coming in for the now for the second half now, which we're going to see a lot more of the young players in. So Warriors, Tigers kicking off Roosters. Oh, they've been able to fix it up so they can get the camera shot ready. Tigers running screen left, kick off. We're underway now for the second half. Yeah, I think I think it's like even if he gutter stomped him, we shouldn't have been sent off there. So Bunty forward with his head up in the right up to 30-metre line for the second tackle. They're trying to go right up the guts here. It's going to be interesting to say the very least, because now another full half now coming up for the Warriors. Oh, hang on. We've got a Warriors player now down. Time has stopped. I think it might have been a head clash here, potentially, between the number 10 of Tom Ale and the number 16 Fanua Pole. Well, I should, hang on, what I mean by justify... Oh. I think I might have worded that really badly. I was trying to call oh, okay. I think I might have accidentally... I'm just trying to think of how I've worded this. I think it's like, was the decision... How do you get that scoreboard? It's just on the NRL, NRL.com, and you just put it in as a window capture. And then you just like trim the bits, and then that's what you get. So it's a penalty, I believe, here for the... Or is it play on? No, penalty Warriors. There's a... Oh, okay. Samuela Fainu has been put in the bin. I don't actually know what's happened, but yeah, so it's a 12-on-12 for the next 10 minutes. So Samuela Fainu now in the bin. It's 12-on-12. I think I mean when I said justified, I mean was the decision to call it a send-off justified, not the actual challenge. Because, yeah, no player deserves that. Oh, there's a knock on there by the Warriors. So the Tigers will get the ball back. Yeah, so now for the next 10 minutes, 12-on-12. So what happened? No, it doesn't show it. Okay, yeah, so we do have a yellow card. It's a sim bin. And we've got a bit of a... Tigers player's got a cut along his left eye. Oh, no, yep, fair enough. Yeah, the number 17, actually, it's, yeah, Samuel Fainu. So the tackles are wrapped up, and he's come in and done that, and this is connected with the head. So it was actually the bunker who made the call there. Yeah, it's fair enough. That's probably a fair enough tackle. Yeah, I didn't see that, and I was like, oh yeah, fair enough decision there. So Scrumpy now for the West Tigers inside of their 30. So second tackle now for... Oh, penalty. Penalty for the Tigers. And this is kind of what happened in the early part of the first half. It was just penalties and penalties. And yeah, Yeah, Warriors need to be a little bit careful here because you can't risk going down to 11 at this point. I mean, because it's 12 on 12 now. So here's the number 16 there of Fanua Pole, brought down 35 away from the try line for the first tackle. Tigers really need to get the first try in this second half just to get some distance and probably start laying on the points so they can make that man advantage count. And that's the Iverson Matai. 10 metres out now for the Tigers' third tackle. Tigers knocking on the door. 5 metres out. Fourth tackle. They're in the middle of the field. The Tigers don't really spread it to the left and just go for a hit up. Now once again, last tackle for the Tigers. Spreads it to the left. Sullivan trying to get a step in, but gets immediately wrapped up. That's a waste of a last tackle. And the Warriors will regain the ball with 3 minutes now gone in this second half. So first hit up here for the Warriors of Eddie Iramia Tuiva, brought down inside of the 20 for the first tackle. Warriors are being very quick with their play of the balls. And it's a penalty to the Warriors as the referee's whistle had a what's the term when you speak, when a bloke speaks and their voice randomly goes high? It's I've actually forgot what the term is. It's like a squeak. It's like what, like that sort of thing, but it's hand was in the ruck, so penalty type. Warriors now on their 40-meter line. RTS with the ball, a good pass. Get him for the All Whites. Now right on halfway, RTS goes for the first tackle. So we're about to potentially, if the Warriors can get a try here, could be very interesting. That's the thing. The Warriors need to get their points now. And if they can somehow get in front, just hold it back. So Fanu's got 6 minutes now remaining in the bin. Good decent run here by the Warriors now. 30 out, third tackle. They're passing it out to the left and they've got space if they can spread it. RTS gets brought down 10 metres out now on the far left-hand side. Fourth tackle for the Warriors. Warriors now going to probably spread it into the middle to take the hit up, and they do. Last tackle for the Warriors, 10 metres out. They'll spread it down the left, short side, flat ball. And it's another bit of a waste of a last tackle, and the Tigers will get the ball back as now 5.5 minutes now gone within the second half. And now the Tigers will go right up the guts and get brought down inside of the 20. Inside of the 30 now the Tigers are going. It's where the last two plays, they didn't really run straight. They kind of ran sort of diagonally from their forwards, which you don't really need to do. And there's some offloads going on. They're getting the offload started. I think it's about 3 just in that play alone. Third tackle for the Tigers as they're now on their 40. They've passed it back. They could be going for a 40-20 here. Nope, straight down the guts, and it's going to be, I believe it's one of the players in 20 jerseys. Number 25 it is Geronimo Doyle who took the first tackle. Good meters being done here by the Warriors, almost on halfway for the second tackle. And the Warriors are getting some momentum here. They've definitely been on the better team in the last sort of like 20 minutes of the match. And now the Warriors starting to get held up here. 35 out, fourth tackle. Just need a big run here on this play. Oh, almost there. Last tackle, 20 metres out there, was Metcalf who got brought down. They go down the short right-hand side. And nothing really comes of it, and he's going to get brought down on the 10-metre line. It's going to be a changeover. Going to look at some game stacks. If anything happened, no line breaks as of yet. But the Tigers now up to 7 offloads. So if they get 3 more, they get bonus point for this preseason challenge. Tigers, Warriors defense is being a bit stronger here, but the thing is though, in the next couple of minutes, the Tigers will go back to 13. So now inside of the 30 for the third tackle. There's the 19 there for the Tigers. It's Sione Fainu. Halfway now on the 4th. And it's going to be a kick, and it's kicked round to the ground. Bobbled and goes inside of the 10, gives the players a bit of a rest, and it will chew out the clock. So the Tigers can, you know, have their 13-man quicker. So play the ball from on the 10-meter line now for the Warriors. Now the Warriors getting up to the 40 already. It's just showing of like how good and fast the Warriors are able to move the ball when it's been, you know, a sort of even game, really. There we are. So that's a 4th tackle now for the Warriors. Just past the halfway now. They're trying to break the line. It's an offload, but it doesn't get too far. 30 meters out. Last tackle now for the Warriors. They'll shift it into the middle of the park. Kicks it across to the right. They'll let it bounce. It'll be bouncing favourably for the Tigers. As that's the number 25 there over Navran Willett. But again, the Tigers are being held back by the Warriors. So it's like when it's 12 on 12, the Warriors have been the better team, but it's been sort of even with the Tigers having the man advantage. So this will be probably the last set the Tigers will have without the a bit of run through here, just like almost an offload being done there, but if he got it, it would have been through. Last tackle for the Tigers on halfway. So dribble kick into the middle. Almost the hospital pass of the season if he actually made contact with the ball, but the Warriors will get down to the 30 for the first tackle, and this probably will be maybe the last set the Warriors have with it being even until the Tigers get their sin-binned player back. Third now on to the 40 for the Warriors, as they'll be able to get it halfway. It's number 23 there, Luke Hanson. Just about crossing over halfway in the 4th tackle. Up the guts. It's a good run here. Tom Arlo. Well, it was Tom Ale, but I got that wrong. Last tackle kick right to the right-hand corner from Metcalf. That's a big take there by Willett. And we brought down inside the 20 for the first tackle for the Tigers, as we're now gone past 11 minutes gone in this first half. Almost a bobble here, and here we go. Yep, the Tigers are now back to 13 as Samuel Fainu now back on the field. So how will this dynamic now change, or will the momentum just kind of be the same way it's been pettering it out for the last 20 minutes? Attempted kick for a 40-20, but it's immediate chased back by the Warriors, by Geronimo Doyle, who gets brought down inside of the 30 for the first tackle for the Warriors. On to the 40 now the Warriors go, and they'll go right up the guts here. And the gap is split up. It's a massive run by the number 24 of Graham Talfa. 40 out, third tackle. And the Warriors, they're getting good meters at the moment. Fourth tackle, 25 out. They'll spread it to the left-hand side, but they'll run up in the middle, Metcalf. No one really knows what Metcalf's doing. Almost breaks through now. 10 meters out. Last tackle for the Warriors. They'll pass it to the left. It's grubbered pretty badly. But it's going to be not played out. It's going to be a changeover for the Tigers. It's weird. It's like the first set the Warriors have when gone back to being a man disadvantaged. And they almost go in and score. It's weird of how the Tigers have been. Just looking at stats, line breaks still, nothing has happened as of yet. Penalty to the Tigers, offside. And yeah, the commentator just saying about how the Tigers needed that result, and yeah, they really did. So here we go, the Tigers now, big run up the guts here. I believe that's Vanua Pole, brought down inside on the Warriors 40 for the first tackle. Tigers still going up the guts for the 30 for the second. Now the number 18 here, that is Laulili, inside of the 20 for the third tackle. Now the Tigers spreads it out, trying to go up the guts. I think it's the number 20. It's Louis Toso, the number 26. Fourth tackle, 5 out for the Tigers. Oh, it's a flat ball and it's been a knock. The Tigers have been really wasteful with these chances. You can't do that. You're right on their door and you've got a man advantage, but they just haven't been able to actually do anything with it. First tackle now for the Warriors on the 20. Tuivasa Sheck gets brought down inside of the 30 for the second tackle. Yeah, and the Warriors being held up a little bit here on the third. Now this will be the fourth tackle. They're just inside of halfway. Spreading it now up the guts. There's a bloke with a red headgear. I believe it's Patrick Moy, the number 18. Kick to the corner here by the Warriors, and it will go into touch, will it? Oh, that is a really good play there by the Warriors. Kick into the corner, almost bounced in for a potential goal line dropout. The number 22 for the Tigers has picked it up, Heath Mason, and he has to play at it, and he gets pulled over the sideline. So 10 metres out, a set of 6 for the Warriors for the chance to level the score. This is yeah, the Tigers are just not making their chances count with this man advantage. Here we go, 10 metres out. No scrum, just to play the ball. Patrick Moy. Brought down 5 away from the try line. First tackle. Warriors will pass it to the right-hand side, trying to find a way to go up the guts. Second tackle. Passing it out to the left. Flat ball. Yeah. Oh, he should meet a short. Jackson Ford so close going over. Oh, the hooker's going. And he's got over. Has he? No, they're checking this. They're going to check potentially here. Freddie Lussick has gone over and scored. But they're going to check to see if he grounded it straight from the dummy half play. We're not too sure. Could be obstruction. Does he get it down? He picks the ball up. No, it's an obstruction. Yep. He uses the player who was right in front of him on the line to block it, so it's going to be a penalty to the Tigers. That's a chance wasted. This is all this match has been, is just chances being wasted. From both sides of the park. But mostly the Tigers at this point. Just trying to wait. 23, almost 20 minutes gone in this second half. This second half's kind of, well, almost ate shit then. But there's the kick into touch there by the Tigers, and it's only gone about 10 metres as RTS now off the park. Probably might come back on for a couple of minutes, or that might be his game done. We don't know. Not injured or anything, just, you know, for rest purposes. Tigers now get inside of the 40 for the third tackle. Big running up the guts here from the West Tigers. Right onto halfway. They are for the third. Spreading it now to the left-hand side. Are they trying to do a Mexican wave in the crowd? It sounds like they are, because I hear the countdown for it. But anyways, last tackle, 30 metres out from the try line. Tigers will spread it, kicked high to the right-hand corner. The Tigers have gone for it, passing it around, and he's going to go. What a magnificent leaping play. Gets the pass off to Sione Latawa-Vaihu, who gets to try the number 28. Yeah, they're doing a Mexican wave in the crowd, as I've just seen it go over. And the West Tigers have made it 16-6. About time to take one of the chances. Who was it that went up for it? The number 23, Alex Lobb. Went balls to the wall, leaps. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful snag. Gives it off to the number 28, who gets, like, ankle tapped by the Warriors fullback and eventually goes over. So Latawa-Vaihu goes over and right near the sticks. It should be 18-6 to the Warriors. No. It's the Tigers. I suck at commentary and I can't get the names of the teams right. There we go, try confirmed. 18, that's 3 tries now for the Tigers, and could this be where the floodworks start? RTS is off the park. Do the Tigers just start pulling in the points? And the number 23, the man who caught the catch, Alex Lobb, will take the conversion to make this potentially 18-6 to the West Tigers. Just staring at it, doing the kick. Steps forward. It's got a bit of a weird thing with his kick. He just like gets his knee down, but he does kick it over. And there it is, 18-6 to the Tigers. We have just 20 minutes remaining in this match. Let's see if there's any sort of new stats coming in. Is there any more line breaks? No, there isn't. Any more offloads? Yeah, no more bonus points. No more bonus points as of lately. Potentially, I mean, each team just needs 1 line break, and that's a bonus point. The Tigers need 3 more offloads. The Warriors need 7. And Tigers need 2 tries, and the Warriors need 4. So going up, and there's the kick, and we are back underway as we enter the final 20 minutes of the first half. Honestly, with this Christchurch Stadium, it's like you'd think maybe potentially you put second team there if you're going to consider for expansion a second team in New Zealand. That stadium looks good. There potentially you have it in Christchurch, maybe. So there's the run up the guts here. The Tigers are being held back, though. They haven't made it past the 20 as they're on the third tackle. Bunty Afoa now back on the park. Oh, there's an offload there for the Tigers. That will help them. Not really for the runners to get brought down inside of the 40, but it will help them for bonus points. Because we have to make the preseason competitive. 4th tackle. Tigers will make it just to the 40 for the last tackle. And there's the kick by the Tigers. It's been held up in the air. It's been taken. Can't get a pass off there, the number 23. Todd's been absolutely snagging him, but he just can't get a pass off there. So you can't kick it too high, looks like, because the ball actually has been holding up in the air. But the Warriors get the ball on their own 40, so a chance to get down the field, try to minimise the lead, really. Warriors now trying to find a gap, almost there, as Setu 2 gets brought down on the Tigers 40 for the second tackle. They will spread it now into the middle. Bunty Afoa getting some passes out. This is some good bit of play here. Number 12 there, Laban, the sole try scorer for the Warriors. Now Moi Moi. Brought down inside of the 30 for the fourth tackle. Warriors now going to the right, but they bring it back down in the middle, which is a bit of an interesting play here. That's the number 17, I believe. That is Halasima. 15 out, last tackle for the Warriors. They'll spread it out to the left. Long ball out to the left, and it's a grubber kick, but it was played up by the Tigers right out, so it should be a scrum feed, or just play the ball for the Warriors 10 out. Yep, play the ball 10 metres out now for the Warriors, so huge chance for them to get some points on the board. So here we go. Big defensive set probably needed here for the Tigers. Almost right up the gut straight away there for the first tackle. To the 27. And he's gone over. The defensive line has been taken out. Paul Roach for the New Zealand Warriors has gone over, and it's now 18-10 with a kick to come, and it's right next to the post, so it'll go in. So there we go, 18-12. Potential, probably, unless he misses it, which is probably unlikely, but big run there. But I believe that's Freddie Lussick right up the guts, who was able to force the try getting there. It's either Paul Roach or Graham Taufa. So 24 or 27. But it looks like a 27, but... So try confirm, of course it has been. Yep, 27, Paul Roach. Scoring 16.5 remaining in the matchup. And a conversion pretty much from right in front will make, from the number 22 of Ben Farr, will make this 18-12. And there we go. We actually have the first bonus point of the game. And it's going to go to the Warriors there. They did get that line break. It was actually the run from Ben Farr that helped set up the try. So that is a line break. So that's 5 line breaks for the Warriors. So they have a bonus point. Offload still 4-7. The Tigers just need to get one more line break to get that bonus point as well. Here's a conversion attempt, and it is successful. The referee needs a new whistle because it's like the whistle balls have just been up in it. I think he might have swallowed him actually. There we go. Paul Roach with the try there. Warriors could do it, you know. The Tigers haven't been that convincing even with the man advantage, but just be interesting to see how this all does eventually play out. Here's the kickoff by the Tigers to restart the game. Oh, and the ball does bobble around for a bit. Bunty Afoa does get the hit up, and it'll get brought down on the 20 for the first tackle. Now, draws are counted as draws, so there's no... It's 6 points for a draw, so there's no golden point bollocks here. Because it shouldn't exist. Moi Moi gets brought down on the 30 for the third tackle. Trying to split through there. It's a good bit of running there by Laban. Laban actually has been pretty good so far from this game. Now that's the last tackle, just past halfway for the Warriors. Flicks it back and there's... Oh, it's been charged down. Is that played at? Yes, it is. Set restart now for the Warriors. So, big chance here for the Warriors to potentially tie the game. Moi gets brought down 30 out from the try line for the second tackle. Far getting the offload off and 20 away from the try line. Third tackle for the Warriors. Trying to pass it out, Bunty. Spread it all the way out to the right-hand side. The number 3 there, Leotawa, gets brought down. Fourth tackle, 10 out. They'll spread it to the middle. Bunty, Afoa, brought down 5 metres short of the line. Last tackle here for the Warriors. They'll go to the right. Grubber! Beautiful kick, and it's a beautiful try. The number 2 there, Setu 2 goes over. And it's now 16-18 with a kick to come. And the Warriors are potentially on their way of coming back with a 12-man down. That's like, you'd much rather happen it earlier in the game rather than happening at like at this point in the game, you know. So just, yeah, it's good grubber kick across the side, and yeah, Setu 2 just going over. So, I'm just trying to think of in terms of any other stats really. So the Warriors are now up to 5 offloads, and the Tigers are on to 8. So they just need a couple of more to get that bonus point. But it's 3 tries each at the moment. But it's a kick from the sideline to potentially tie it at 18 all. This will be interesting to see how this kick does go. Will be Ben Farr taking it from the sideline, as we've now got less than 13 minutes remaining in this matchup. And now some of the Warriors fans are doing the Cronulla thing because you can't create any just Ben Farr right from the sideline. A chance to make it 18 all. He's kicked. Oh, it's low driven and didn't get enough of it. And it's going to remain 18-16 to the West Tigers. But it's weird to play seeing how the Warriors have been the better team this match, despite being down a man for about almost 50 minutes of play. 30. There's 80 minutes, 20... Almost 50 minutes of play. Could be in for a grandstand finish, potentially, in the pre-season challenge. There's the kick-off to get the game back underway. Warriors will get to the 20 for the first tackle. Bunty Afoa gets brought down now onto the 30 for the second tackle. It's Moi try getting the passes out to Laban. Moi again now getting the ball, and he'll get brought down on halfway for the fourth tackle. Just good meters being gained by the Warriors. Passing it now to the right. Number 17 there of Halasima gets to the Tigers 40 now for the last tackle. They'll shift it off to the right. It is a high kick, and it is taken. And the Tigers get brought down on the 20 for the first tackle. Now onto the 30 for the second tackle. Now to the number 25 of the Tigers, Willett gets just shy of the 40 for the Tigers on the third tackle. Right halfway. One of the Tigers players is a bit worse for wear because he kind of did, but he's grabbing his shoulder. And now the Tigers, the number 19 there of Sony Fainu, gets to the Warriors 40 for the last tackle. And there's the kick there by Maddai. They've taken the bounce and it's going to be picked up by Geronimo Doyle. And Doyle will get dragged back to the 10 for the first tackle. Now 11 minutes remaining now in this matchup. Still going, and it'll eventually brought down inside of the 20 for the second tackle. If I had to pick any... Oh, he could have passed and potentially been through there. But the Warriors will get brought down on the 30 for the third tackle. Running down the guts. This will be the fourth tackle. Inside of half... Well, right on halfway. It's really good post-contact meters there. And now here we go. Last tackle now incoming for the Warriors. Now 45 away from the try line. And there's the kick there by Luke Hanson. Another pressured kick there to Mason. And Mason gets brought down inside of the 20 for the first tackle as we now cross into the final 10 minutes of this matchup. So the number 23 there, Number 23, sorry, of Alex Lobb there for the Tigers. You got to think it's just mental to think that the Tigers should be the ones with the momentum in this, but it's just not really happening. It's like ever since the Tigers went down to 12 for the sin bin, the Warriors have just had all the momentum. Even when they went back to going, to run up the guts here for the Tigers, as I was saying this. And I've absolutely cursed it. Oh, no! The passing it out to the line break. Trying to get the pass out to Heath Mason, but he gets tackled and loses possession. If he just gets the pop, should pass it to the right. If he does that, the Tigers should have scored then. And penalty to the Warriors. This is all momentum. And I should just state that that is a line break for the Tigers. So that will be 5. So they will at least get a bonus point. And it's a perfectly timed tackle. It's not tackle without the ball. He doesn't touch him until he actually has the ball in his hands. It's a really brilliantly timed tackle to prevent that play. So, right on halfway now, the Warriors for a full set of 6. 8.5 to go. A chance to take the lead. Each team needing 2 tries to get at least another bonus point. But the 12 points for a win is very important. So, second tackle now for the Warriors on the 30. They'll spread it out to the left-hand side. Flat ball there. Gets him now 20 out. Third tackles. We're now about to cross past 8 minutes remaining in the game. Up the guts now. They go. 15 out. Fourth tackle. They'll spread it out to the left. It's a grubber kick. And it's played out quite well there by the number 17 of Samuel Fainu, the Tigers player that did get sin-binned to stop that play. So the Tigers are pretty much going to hunger here. The Warriors are coming in them at all force, keeping them back as far as possible. I honestly think probably what the Tigers will do, they'll probably kick for touch. It's probably going to be the best play because it's going to chew up the clock and it's going to give them a bit of a break. And here's the thing, fourth tackle, the Warriors keeping them back. They haven't gone past the 30 yet, the Tigers. Now, Fainu, big fend. Offload, passing it out to the wing. Can they get past it going? It's been charged down by the Warriors player. Need to be done, but he wasn't able to hold on to it, Graham Tufus. So it's going to be another full set of 6 for the Tigers. It'll be inside of the 40. It also chews up some valuable time. It's kind of like the best case scenario, really. Is that Tigers full strength, you reckon? I'd say pretty much from 7 to... Currently at the moment, I'd probably say no on the field at the moment. But to be fair, I probably would say the same case for the Warriors. Both teams are like very even going into this with their sort of lineup. So it's kind of, yes, it is. So I'd probably say like their starting lineup, their like playmakers up to their second row was their starting team, a bit less than the Warriors, but it's sort of pretty even out. But currently at the moment on the field, I wouldn't say it's full strength. But neither the Warriors. If that makes any sense, I think I just yapped for too long there. Fourth tackle now for the Tigers. Now 35 out. They'll spread it to the left-hand side. Some good bit of play here. Good meters. The number 3 there of Tape. Now 20 out. Last tackle for the Tigers. Step. Trying to get a pass off. It's picked up again. They're still going. They're in the middle of the field. It's a grubber kick from a forward. From the 18. I'm trying to figure out who that was. Kit Lalali. But yeah, very unfortunate. Chance there now. 5 minutes remaining. The Warriors now inside of the 20. For the second tackle. They've almost broke through the line. Oh no. Oh, up to the 30 for the third. That's the thing, the Warriors are playing a very quick set to get them, force the Tigers back down the field. Warriors will be able to, I think it's the number 21 there of Tony Tuapanua now, right on the Warriors 40 now for the last tackle. Or Tigers the 40, should say. Offload there. And the Warriors are kick and chase here, but immediately met up by this... Navran Willett, who's a massive bloke. I think he's like almost Dom Young's height. The number 25. And that's a big run there from him, getting up to the 40. And now the second tackle for the Tigers, and they're 45 away from the try line. So if they keep going with this set, and so, honestly, I think about going for a field goal just so you get the ball back and time gets chewed up a little bit. Warriors can't give away a penalty here or a set restart. Fourth tackle, 30 out for the Tigers. Spreading up in the middle. You don't want to toss them like that, mate. 25 out. Last tackle right in the middle of the field. Little chip up the top. Will the bounce work for them? It is picked up by Geronimo Doyle right near the try line. In the far left-hand corner. So this is where the Tigers need to start pressing back and keeping him as far back as possible. 3 minutes 20 now remaining in this game. But the Warriors, they're being held back here. They've only made it inside the 20 for the third tackle. As we're about to go under 3 minutes remaining in the game. Warriors now at the 30 for the fourth. Now, here we go. Last tackle for the Warriors. 2:50 remaining in the game. Haven't made it to their 40 just yet. It's a high kick here. Big take on by the Tigers on the 20. And the Tigers will get to the 30 for the first tackle. 2 minutes 30 now remaining in the game. The Tigers you'd probably just hope to have this set go as long as possible. Second tackle now just shy of the 40. So the Tigers now on halfway for the third. They're just going one up footy. Just passing and running up the line. Driving back tackle. Good tackle. And the ball has popped out. Okay. A ribcage rattler. And the Warriors will have the ball on halfway with just under a minute 50 remaining. They'll have a full set of 6 and have a chance to potentially win this game. Okay, here we go. Scrum feed right on halfway. Crowd of 13,760 in Christchurch. Very decent crowd. Very, very decent. It looks like a good stadium setup, like, you know. Here we go. Full set of 6 here. Probably the last full set the Warriors will get, and they have to go for the try for the win. First tackle now for the Warriors. They're on the far right-hand side. What's happened? The referee has blown the whistle. I don't know what's going on here. I think they've got to retake the scrum. What's going on? I have no idea why they've just stopped play. Has a streaker gone on the field or something? Well, I'm seeing people in like high vis running on the field, so there might be a streaker on the field. No. Yeah, I don't get what happened there. Might have been a streak, a pitch invader. But here we go. In comes the full set. Here's the second tackle. Right on the Tigers' 40. Here we go. Minute 10 remaining. Third tackle incoming. Big post contact meters. The Warriors are now 25 away from the try line. Third tackle. Tries to go for a one-on-one strip. They're all the way at the 30. Back to the fourth. Okay. 58 seconds. 2 tackles for the Warriors. They'll spread it up. Oh, still the third tackle. Sorry, 3 tackles. They're trying to find a gap here, the Warriors. In the middle, 15 meters out. Fourth tackle. The Warriors will spread it. Oh, Tupanua brought down. 10 meters out. Last tackle. This is it. Oh, that looked like a bit of a scuff play of the ball. The grubber kick. And it's jockeyed. And it'll be a 20-meter restart for the Tigers. Oh, they're saying goal line dropout. Has he touched it? He touches it with his finger. And there's only 10... The time's ticking. So pretty much the Tigers will just kick it and the Warriors will have 1 play. Maybe. No, they'll probably just... Wait, what's happened? Oh no, that's it! The timer has sounded because of the timer for the kick, so there it goes. The game ends. A bit of a anticlimactic, but there we go. The West Tigers have held on and taken the win, 18-16. I don't think there was enough time because they would have like a kick, a shot clock kick to go for the field goal. But there we go. The West Tigers have taken the win. And there we go. Almost. Like 1 minute. Like 1 minute. So there we go. That's going to be the end of the stream. I'm going to hopefully get some games done next week. So, yeah, thank you all very much for watching. And see you later when I can. I'll probably have some stuff going on. But yeah, thank you very much. Goodbye.